Yeah. Be a big brother. So ignore my messy room, but today we're going to story time, and I am so excited to take Jake Jr. to his first story time at the library. We have a bunch of different libraries around, like close to us. I think there's probably like 4 or 5 not county, but town libraries in like a 10-mile radius. So we have lots of libraries around here, and they all have different, well, they all have story times different days of the week. Alright, so we are about to leave to go to the library. I'm really hopeful about this trip. I'm hoping that it will help Jake Jr. because he's been having, in my opinion, a lot of behavioral issues. He's been whining a lot, like loud whining and squealing, and that's just not him at all. He doesn't do that. I know, we're going in just a minute, okay? And I just have a feeling, like, my gut tells me it's because I am not stimulating him. You know, his mind and creative side and everything is just trying so hard to learn more and develop more, and I feel like he's just been, you know, kind of trapped inside and not able to grow, honestly. So I'm hoping this story time goes good, and if it does, we have a lot of libraries. We have like 5 in a 10-15 mile radius, and they all have story times on different days. So if he really likes this and, you know, enjoys meeting other kids and the activities and everything that goes with story times, then we might just do this every day or every other day. I don't know, so I'm excited. And finally, the sun is out, the sky is blue, you can see it. It's still cloudy, but it's not as gloomy as it's been, and I am so thankful for that because we need some sun, man. It's wet, so it's not like I can really take him to the park, but we will be really close to the Moorhead waterfront, so we might just go there and, you know, just enjoy being outside. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing today, and I'm excited. Here we go. So while we're on our way to the library, I wanted to tell you how I told Jake that we're pregnant. And I don't have a good setup in the car yet for my phone, so I'm kind of just propping it up, but I'm going to have to keep looking at the road, obviously, because I don't want to be unsafe while I'm trying to record, so you'll just have to excuse that I'm not looking at you. We're at a stoplight now, so I can. But I did not get to, hold on a second. I did not get to really do like the surprise we're pregnant thing like I wanted to. My idea for it was to go to the store and get an outfit, shirt, PJs, or whatever that said Big Brother. And it would be awesome if I could have found like a I'm gonna be a Big Brother shirt. And then just when Jake got home from work, I would see how long it would take him to notice the outfit. And then, you know, I really thought that that would be really cute and I could try and get that on camera. Well, I went to Walmart. I went to the stores that are closest to us, Walmart, Kmart, and then I went to a consignment shop. I could not find a Big Brother outfit at all. At all. I guess they just don't sell that many of them to carry it. But, So then we went to Target and they didn't have any there either. So that idea was out. Well, it was really hard not to tell Jake those 2 days after I found out. So I just couldn't keep it to myself anymore. So I still kind of did a little cute surprise. I just gave Jake Jr. the positive pregnancy stick test, and when Jake got home from work, he took it to him, and Jake was like, "Oh my gosh!" But at the same time, he knew it, so he was like, "I knew it," So, but yeah, so that's how I told Jake. I was able to keep it from him for 2 days, but not much longer after that. So if you are trying to figure out a way to tell your husband, I would suggest, I don't know, I can't really tell you where you're going to be able to find a big brother or big sister outfit. So, but that was my idea. Okay, I'm parked now. So anyways, that's how I told Jake. And so yeah, he wasn't that surprised, but it was still cute and it was still fun. But anyway, so now we're here at the library and we're gonna go do story time. It's a pretty day. See how pretty? So I just wanted to tell you how our trip to the library went today. It went really good. I think that my instincts are correct. I do think that he needs to see how other children act, like older children, what other people do. So we got there and there was already several other kids in the room, and it's a great library. I went to it when I was a little girl, and they have like a big cool rug for the kids to sit on, and they've got little kid rocking chairs, and they've got a couch, and of course the whole room has kids books in it. And then there's a whole section that had, a lot of puzzles and like board puzzles where you take the pieces out. They were like the shape of animals, and it had little handles. You could take the shapes out, put them back. So it's games he's never seen before too. And you'll see in a video, hopefully if I can get it on there, because I had to use my phone because I didn't want to take a camera, like, a camera in there and be recording, but hopefully I can get it from my phone. But anyways, they had just little toys also that are different, and he will be able to play with like when we go there. So anyways, I knew that he would not sit through the book. He doesn't really sit through books when I read them to him, and I don't know if other children are that way or if it's normal for a kid to just sit down and listen to a whole book, but he doesn't do that. He doesn't do that at all. So when it came time for the lady, who was very nice, to read the stories, I took Jake Jr. and I didn't want to be a distraction for the other kids, so we sat at a table towards the back of the room. It's not like it was a very big room, but we were still very close, but we were just behind the other kids. And at first he was like, "What's going on?" They started out by singing a song, and all of the kids and all the moms were singing along, and that was really cool. And he was like, he just stopped and looked at them, and he was like, "What are they doing?" And then she started reading the story, and it was actually a story that he has. He has the book. It was the bear sleeps on, where the bear's hibernating, which was appropriate because it's winter time and bears are, well, I guess they're supposed to be hibernating. So it was definitely a story he's familiar with, but as soon as she started reading, he was like, no interest. And a part of me really wishes that he would just sit down and listen to the story. But anyways, so I let him color. We were sitting at a table that had crowns and paper, and so he was kind of standing there coloring, and every once in a while he would turn and look, see what everybody else was doing. Everybody was just sitting, and she was reading the story, and he really didn't care about the story. And then, oh my God, he embarrassed me so much. One of the little girls, who was probably like 2.5, 3, I don't remember, I wasn't really paying attention to her, but she was kind of sitting right in front of us, and she started throwing a fit. Like, she was screaming, crying at the top of her lungs, and her poor mother was so embarrassed. And I was like, oh my God. And because she was getting really loud like that, Jake Jr. looks at me and goes, "Ah!" at the top of his lungs. And I was like, no. He must have done it like 8 times. And I was just like, I know I turned shades of red. But the woman, the person who was reading the story, you know, she just laughed, and I could tell that she was trying to assure me, like, it's okay. But at the same time, I felt bad that, you know, he was definitely being disruptive. But, I mean, he's about to be 16 months. Like, you really can't expect him to do much better than that. I thought he did really good for his first time in a setting that he's definitely not familiar with at all. He didn't know how he was supposed to act. So anyways, we did make it through the stories. I didn't have to leave. I was really afraid that he was going to keep doing that and I was going to have to leave, but I was able to keep him distracted through the stories. And then then everybody came to the table and started doing like this craft, but I didn't feel like he was ready to be working with craft stuff. He's not there yet. So we went to the other side of the room and played with the puzzles, and he had a really good time, I think. I really do, because he was in a different environment and there was different things everywhere, so I feel like his brain was able to take things and learn and develop, you know, exactly what I was hoping for, exactly my goal. So I think that it was successful. I know that this is exactly why people normally don't take such a, you know, normally you wait until they're at least 2 years old before you start taking them to story time, but I just feel like it's going to be really good for him, and hopefully the other parents and kids don't mind him, and hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully the more we do it, the more understanding he has of the kind of setting it is, and you know, that you use inside voices, and you know, we want to listen to a story. Like, my goal is he will eventually be able to sit through a story. It's crazy. It's just crazy that he doesn't want to sit through a whole story. He's the same about TV. He won't watch more than 5 minutes of whatever's on TV. So, I mean, for that I'm thankful. You know, I don't have a kid who just sits and watches TV for you know, a long time, but at the same time, it's a lot for me because he's constantly having to be entertained and, what is the word? Stimulated. So anyways, I do think that that was a successful first time at Storytime, and I do think that he got from it what I felt like he needed. The next Storytime is at a different library, and it is on Friday, so we're definitely going to go to that Storytime and see that one. And then January 24th, another library has like this big, I don't know if you'd say a big event, but like a Captain Jack Sparrow, and it's supposed to be all about pirates, and you know, it's going to be kind of that theme, so I'm really excited about that one too. I've already got it in my calendar. We're going to that one. But anyways, so that was our day with the new adventure of Storytime in the library, and we'll definitely be doing that often, and I hope that you enjoyed our video of the day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. You playing with all the toys? 2, 3, 1. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Alright, so if you want to, I'm going to give you glue. And if they want to, in the trace, you want to glue down your bears. And then glue down your cage.
All right. Is that yellow and green,
And along that red.
red, blue? Yeah.